Welcome everyone to a new game called Post Collapse, or as I like to say, the Sudanese simulator. With the last resource war, humanity has destroyed itself. Thick fog is covering the whole planet, and the climate is now extreme. Summer and winter are the only seasons, and both last a very short amount of time. Your resources are depleted, so it is time to leave your underground bunker and try to survive in this new apocalypse world. Now, you know how when you first start a simulator, you often go and chop a tree. Do not chop trees. If your left finger is feeling clicky, oh hello bunny, don't do it. Instead, scavenge. You need to find a hammer and a saw, and that's why I kind of call it a Sudanese simulator. Because I helped someone immigrate over here in Australia, and he took a I'm dead set true. He took a hammer with him to the Centrelink office. I was like, why? And he goes, oh, just in case if I don't agree with something. I'm like, you don't do that, not here. And he's like, oh, it's commonplace. People take hammers around. I don't know if that was true or not, but I was like, oh, okay. And apparently, the more older you are, the more hammers you pack around yourself when you walking around. They don't hit people. They just sort of, if they don't agree with something, they just drag their hammer out and smack the table a few times for emphasis. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. Anyway, so basically, what we're doing is we're scavenging all the food, all the nails, or things like that out of the. I'm in a radiation town, so I've got to get out. This is a single player simulator. It's just you against the environment, no zombies. You've got a map which you can log into the corner here. You can see all the, I think there's something like 16 towns. They're pretty much prefabs. Once you've seen one town, you've seen them all, unfortunately. This was just an experiment by a Austrian. Was it Austrian? I think it was an Austrian developer who used the Coppercube. So now I've got to create 10 wooden boards. Who used the Coppercube game engine in order to create this. Now, when I say he used the I think it's the same guy. I think he actually made the Coppercube engine, and which is a drag and drop, create your own game. And he wanted to show off, I guess, what he made. So basically, I'm looking to see how many windows this place have. What we've got to do is we've got to get. I'm just going to always strengthen up your strength in the perks. That just allows you to carry more items. Oh, I didn't actually save it. In your backpack. And see, now we're at level 2. Now this building needs 12 wooden boards and 24 nails, which is not bad. So that's a low amount of resources, where if I went, let's say, a double story house, I might need 36 boards and so forth. Basically what I want to do is create a shelter, or confiscate a building, renovate it into a shelter before winter comes, which is in about 5 days time. Other than that, I'll also need a lot of wood to make fires during the winter time, and food and things like that. You can't do anything during winter time. You can't walk around or anything like that. So I'm just going to edit and fast forward it in a few places. I'll just go in here so you can see basically. So that's basically how you scavenge, and you just bring stuff over. And you can see I've now got 30 kilometers worth of inventory space, where before I had 23. So I'll fast forward a little bit, and I found this building here, which is less. It's only got 1 or 2 two windows. So this is probably more ideal, because it will mean even less stuff that I need to find. So let's have a look. Sort of got a peek around him. Now, this isn't anything new. If you buy the game 7 Days to Die, you can just take off the zombies in 7 Days to Die, and that's predominantly what this game used to look like in its alpha versions or beta versions. It's very, very similar. It had a very, very similar feeling. So as you can see, I only need 8 wooden boards. I've already and 16 nails. Okay, and it's essentially. Why can't I chop this tree down? Hello? Why can't I chop? Oh, it's a telephone. Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry, that's embarrassing. Okay, this is basically how you chop a tree down. Anyway, nothing really, and it's cold. And you get hardwood. It's quite generous in the amount of wood you get from these things. That's why I say don't chop trees down. First scavenge, get yourself a hammer and saw. Because the more trees you chop down, like I'm doing. But having said that, I've done a few, so I've got a bit more inventory space because my strength is up. And basically, you got to make it into winter before anything goes wrong. I'm going to construct some wooden boards. No, I need a saw. Okay. Can I... No, I can't make a saw. Okay. Okay guys, I've fast forward again. We're in the night time. I didn't think you wanted me to, walking around. The problem with the game is it can take a while for you to find either a hammer or a saw. The game's not very generous around in that sort of situation. These vans usually have a lot of seeds. You'll have an objective. There's 16 objectives all up in the game only. The developer is finished with the game, I believe. He hasn't added to it for a couple of years and moved on to other things. He just wanted to prove what the Coppercube engine could do for people that wanted to make their own game. And I believe the Coppercube engine is free as well. This game will cost you... got something after me. Got a peek after me, but the problem is I can't see it. Ah, it's changed. Actually, can I... Sorry, can I... Do you recognise the soundtrack? Our soundtrack is from Cube -1. It's nearly the same. There's a couple chords different, but so close. Okay, I've fast forward again, and basically we have the saw that we need. Saw here, so it was in the car. So now I've got the saw. Now I need to head back. What else can I say? Oh, another thing I haven't told you is if you're looking for softwood, this is softwood, the little trees. There's no inventory, no game guide, nothing tells you that. I was wandering around for hours trying to work out how to create a fire, because you need that to create fires. You won't be able to create a fire without softwood. There's two enemies. There's basically only a bear, which hopefully we won't see in this video, and wild pigs. Wild pigs aren't too difficult to handle. Having said that, later on you might get 3 or 4 wild pigs after you at the same time, and they're long tracking. They'll just keep tracking and tracking. Okay. But as I said, if you want to play this, you can play it by 7 Days to Die. Just take off the zombies. Essentially, it's the same game, you against the environment. The difference with 7 Days to Die, normally you go against a blood moon every 7 days, which you won't do if you turn the zombies off. This game, instead of the blood moon, you have the winter to deal with, and that happens every 5 days, I think. Now we want as many nails as possible. I don't know if that's enough nails. I think it might be, so I'll just go back. That might be enough to... Now for eating you just need to press E, and for drinking R. And to search something you just need to left mouse click. I was forever pressing E and eating all my food when I didn't need to. Okay, so we just keep pressing the boards here. And I only need 8, so that's not too bad. So sorry, this is going to take me a while. So the idea is to, as I say, renovate one of these already established houses and board up the windows and so forth, so you can safe cure. The developer has never implemented doors, so the door will always be open even in winter. Once you have secured a shelter, the cupboards in the shelter become yours. So they become like storage boxes, and you can store 5 items in every storage box, like 5 different brands of food. Like you might have 15 pork, 13, there's no chicken, sorry, 13 bear, 20 turnips, and 64 potatoes or whatever. I don't know if there's a cap on... I know there's a cap in the amount of different items. I don't know if there's a cap on each item individually. Like you might be able to get 999 boards in a cupboard. I don't know. It's something probably you might need to test out. Now the reason why I'm only sleeping for 5 minutes, 5, is 5 hours, sorry. 5 minutes. Power nap. The reason why I'm only sleeping for 5 hours is because you want to get as much done as you can before winter comes. And that means collecting food, getting everything on top. I don't know if we'll reach winter in this video because there's a lot to go through and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to show so people who do buy this. Now the guy sold, when I read his blog, he sold about 4,000 of these copies. Out of that he's made about $15,000, which he says is a loss compared to the amount of hours he spent on it. So I've taken over this secure, but he said he doesn't do it for the money, he just did it because he really enjoys just making stuff like this. And I was really impressed. It is a relaxing simulator. There's very little. I don't think there's really much you're going to die, and all the achievements unlock. I wish there was a bit more. As I said, every city it's pretty much the same. So once you've been to one city, you've been to them all. I wish there was unique things around the whole map that made searching a lot more interesting. One thing that is interesting, I just built a fire so you can see what a fire looks like. It's pretty cool. There's no cooking or anything, so you can't go make chicken soup or something. It was something he was looking at adding. What am I going to do? I'm just going to make 2 more boards to get rid of this task. As I said, there's 16 tasks in the game altogether. The main objective is to last 4 winters. And if you can last 4 winters, you've pretty much completed the game. Well, this was pretty good for one single developer. So I've 11 it to 10, which will mean I can carry more stuff. I'm going to sleep for 5 minutes. 5 hours. So I've got 4 days till winter now. I've already done that, so I'm running ahead of the game. Now I need to make a shovel. So I might need to get the tools for a shovel. Oh, that was the... Sorry. Can I get the tools? Oh, I can already make a shovel. Well, there you go. So I'm really... And every time you make something, you'll see all my bar, my sleep, my food, sort of goes really quick. It happens when you're chopping trees too. You'll lose a lot chopping trees. So you're just going to save a game. This is how you save game. So you can save a game, come back anytime. It's not multiplayer though. So if you want to play something like this multiplayer, 7 Days to Die, turn the zombies off, and it's essentially the same. There's a lot more to that. But it doesn't have that survive the winter sort of situation. This would be amazing if this was a multiplayer situation. So I'm just showing you, I'm putting 5 things. As you can see, I can now carry 62 kilograms of stuff. So just max our strength and just run around collecting everything and bring it back to your shelter. And then you can make 999 boards and go to a double-story building. The other thing, and this makes the game kind of a little bit unique, is that there's a Minecraft sort of situation. So you can break all the blocks in a building, and you can also plant the blocks in the building, meaning you can specifically cater walls and sort of stuff to each building. Oh, there's deers as well. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit. There might be another video to this where I play down. I want to show you a bear. I also want to show you what it means to survive winter. So nothing like that. And I'll also eventually show who the developer is. He's a really nice guy, down to earth, very honest. He talked about all the trouble he had making the game, how there was a bug with the mouse cursor, which most developers at the time said that there was a big bug with mouse cursors. Where is my shelter? Oh, hang on. That's the yellow thing there. How do I get the yellow thing? Hang on. Am I going? No. Once you've created a shelter, then your headquarter will show up on the map. So you can't really get lost like you do in a lot of games, because that will always be there. So there's my shelter over there. So I'm just direction clueless. So let's start planting. Let's say up here. I'm just gonna I'll just plant a few areas so you can see what planting is all about, and then I'll call it quit. I won't be able to grow the stuff because it takes time to grow the stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just sow it all, and we'll plant a field of potatoes and whatnot, and then I'll call it a video. So that, I'm just preparing the ground now. That's part of the objective there. Now I've got to find potato seeds, and I don't think I've got any potato seeds. I think I've got to go to town for that one. Okay, so fast forward, I'm in town. When you going through town, you want to look in vans basically for seeds. That's basically what it is. And oh, I've got to pick up to me. Hello, come here, come here. Just got to hit it twice on the head. There we go. And then you can run after it and you can take it down. Come here, piggy, 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 piggy. Come here. Wait, just oh. Hello, another pig. He's get off my brother. Get off. Leave my brother alone. Oh my goodness. It'd be funny if I start chasing him and another pig comes out. What the hell? Oh, he's just waiting for... he just hurt me. Ow! Well, that's for hurting his brother, I guess. Okay, so that's basically how you get pork and all that. Alright, so we're not after turnip seeds, we're after potato seeds. You can see the active task in the bottom right hand corner. find 3 potato seeds. So, but when you're going through town, you can scavenge for stuff. You basically have to scrap metal. Matches is good for winter to start fires. Paper, I guess, for that sort of stuff. This big sort of stuff is what you're after. Once you've found a hammer, you can find hammers anywhere. I mean, taking more hammers than the one I've got would be like me being Sudanese and just demanding respect, you know, belting myself with hammers all over the place. Walking around with 16 hammers on my belt. Respect. And then as I get older, I change it for sledgehammers. And, no one argues with me. Yeah, being clueless what day it is in the apocalypse, I just go, it's Monday. No one argues with me. Sledgehammer. Alright, I'm just talking rubbish now. I'm just filling the void, looking around. Oh, potato seeds, there we go. So, is that enough? No, still need more potato seeds. Okay, what's in here? So you get saws and hammers as soon as you find one, but when you start this game, oh, it takes forever to find a saw and a hammer. Hey, this is a new soundtrack. Haven't heard this one before. I thought it was only 2 soundtracks. Maybe there's 3. As I said, I would love if there was like just little Easter eggs in the various buildings. You know, a little bit of unique eye candy, posters or graffiti or notes and stories. I don't know, something like that. It's just missing it so badly. If it had like Wasteland journals somewhere, that would be amazing. I would like to find the underground bunker that I came from. You know, maybe there's a story there. Just it's missing that little element. So I'm just gonna go to sleep again. So you can see I'm highlighting blocks, but if I was to hit that with an axe, so I've improved my strength again. And the map's big, guys. The map's quite big. Can't really see anything. Can I create a... I can create a watering can, so I'm already up ahead because I got enough. Can't see anything though. Can I create a? Sorry, getting tired. Torch. No. Okay, fast forward, it was basically black there. It's getting near morning. I have ended up creating a torch. You can see the torch on the left hand side, the indication showing it's down. It's a bit more brighter. This basically shows you sort of the light texture and everything else. The hills are a bit weird on this program, but who cares? It's not bad. It's not bad. This really gave me 7 Days to Die when it was first released. Only 3 days to winter now. Alright. So as I said, I'm going to show you how to farm, and then we'll call it quits. And I'll do a few videos on this one and we'll just see if we can survive 4 winters, see what's going down. I want to show you the bear too. That's crazy stuff. Okay, so with the planting, you can practically plant the things on top of each other, and I can't show you this video because you'll need to, but you can plant it on top of each other and all the plants grow. Each one's different, like the turnip's different to the carrot and the carrot's different to the potato, and you'll get this little tiny miniature field of all these vegetables growing, which looks fantastic. I wish you could grow trees. They haven't implemented that. Now once you've done all that, you need to water it, so you just drag it out and, you'll need to water it twice, so you need to go back to the river, hold your watering can and just press R, or do something, fill water, and it'll do. You can see little sprouts already popping up. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next time for another video. Until then, bye for now.